beautiful. And so his girlfriend's there too. So he just announced he's going back because they want to go up to Yosemite. I guess Yosemite, you can't stay in Yosemite National Park, but you can hike. And I told him springtime there with the waterfalls, if any of you have ever been, you understand what I mean. There, it's spectacular. So, and everybody should go to Yosemite at least once in their life. And so bent knees, let's go ahead. Bent knees, just, it's really just knocking out a set of our abdominals so that we can focus primarily on the rectus abdominis. And we just want to wake everything up. So we're going to use these abdominals in a couple ways today. But the abdominals for everything that you're doing should be engaged. Okay, let's just go ahead and turn on our side. I want to wake up the inner thigh a little bit. This is a real simple exercise. I'm going to take the top leg and it's going to go behind the front leg. My front leg, I want to go slightly forward on my hip. And then I want to take that leg. My arm is right under my shoulder, my hand, my abdomen is engaged. Setup is important. I'm going to take the straight leg and I'm going to lift it. And I'm going to try, how high can I lift it? I'm going to try and lift it to my knee. Okay. So let's just try and do 12 of those. So this is inner thigh. Now, when I have worked in the gym and had my own gym, what I found was people would get on weight machines and they would do a lot of weight with the inner thigh, but actually your inner thigh muscles are very thin and for the most part long and slender. So to me, they remind me of my deltoids. They don't need a lot of weight, but they do need some exercise. So 4, 3, 2, and you'll notice with no weight, you'll feel it. So then switch to your other side. Okay. By the way, that leg is active. It's not just lying there doing nothing. Active, arm, belly, lift. That's it. Some of you will feel that the bone on your hip is hitting right into your mat. So just maybe roll back a teeny bit onto the nice part of your bottom. Pull your belly in. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, put that down. Let's go ahead and stand up. Again, without weights, we're going to focus on that inner thigh. You can take a sip of water. Again, also the way I've set up this workout is that we get up and down. You're going to go, look at how wide my legs are. My toes are turned out. Okay. I'm going to put my hands in front and I'm going to sit low. I'm going to try and let my butt drop lower than my knees if I can. And then when I come up, I'm going to imagine I'm squeezing a big round ball between my legs. So that means the butt goes tight. So we're going to go up and you're going to try and keep your chest tall. And you're going to really try and focus on those inner thighs. So turn your heels, turn your toes out a little bit. Okay, Mal, go a little wider on those long legs. Okay, let's do 7, 8. Squeeze that butt tight. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now, I'm going to turn from the side. My legs, though, are going to be about this far apart, about shoulders width. So I've moved them in a little bit. And the exercise we're going to do without weights first, I'm just going to rip you through all these exercises, is my hands will stay up near my shoulders. I'm going to squat, come up. I'm going to back lunge, come up. Squat, come up. Back lunge, come up. Squat, come up. And the reason I want you to keep your hands at your shoulders is when we do this with weights, that's where your hands will be. So do 5 more. Your legs are probably, for the squat, about the width of the mat. Maybe just in the width of the mat. Okay, 3 more. Nice full deep breaths. I find people tend to have better stability, particularly if you're doing weights, to do a back lunge. And since we're doing 2 exercises, let's focus on that. Okay, quick little sip, and then we're going down to a plank. Now, I'm just going to rip you through this. Okay. So the exercise will be this. We're going to be in a tall plank, arms straight. Legs are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to lift your arm, Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift, lift. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And lift, lift. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And lift, lift. If that's too quick for anybody, I want you to just try and move your legs. Like just try, bring it in, lift and lift for the 4. Butts down. So try and be in plank. Let's do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and lift, lift. 1. And lift. Again. And 2 more. And lift, lift. Good. That's great. So I want you to stand up. Okay. Now, this is going to be interesting because we are going to end up going back down to the ground. Okay, but I want you to watch the move. Okay. So you're going to, you can start standing. Your weights would be on the ground for this. We're going to do this set without. You're going to squat. So you're going to go from here. Your hands will be down, will go down. You can step back or you can hop back, right? And then we're going to reach one side to the ceiling. So you're going to turn your body. You're going to come back. You're going to hop your feet in, stay at a squat. You don't have to come back up standing. And then you're going to either walk back or hop, do the other side. Okay? So everybody, let's start in a standing position. We are not using weights for this one. Okay? Let's try and do 8 of them. Okay, so legs are spread, at least shoulders width. You go down to a squat. Put your hands like if you were putting them on weights. You hop back or walk back, lift down, hop in or walk in, go into a squat, even if it's a high one, hands down, walk back, other side, walk up, squat. So I want you to squat and take your hands off the ground if you can. You always have to start somewhere. Lift to the ceiling, squat. Here, back, other side, come in. Okay, so I've gone through it now 4 times without a hop. Now I'm gonna try and hop. Hop, up, hop, turn, hop, up, hop, turn, hop, up, hop, turn, and take that time on your turn and up. 2 more, okay? Hop, up, hop, turn, hop, up, and then last one, and turn. Come down to the ground. So for weeks, I've been doing the regular psoas, which is lying with your back flat, trying not to arch your back. Today, what I want you to do, I can't even believe I'm hearing myself say this, but pull your knees in, put your hands under your butt, right? I want you to pull the knees in to like your left shoulder. Extend them out. Pull them center, extend out. Pull them to the right. When you extend out, you're doing your spine down stretch. So I want your back flat, even though your hands might be under your butt. Okay, and I want you to fully extend your legs straight out to the level you would do when you do the spine down stretch. Okay, meaning that when you extend out, the back is flat. Okay, so we're doing 8 of those, and the count is on your right shoulder, okay, until you come back. Okay, so there's 1 for me, or let's say we're at 4, because you've been going while I'm talking. Use that belly, okay? Use your breath. 6, 2 more full set of this. 7, you should feel your psoas. 8, finish it off. Good. Pull the knees into the chest. Okay, take a nice deep breath, and then come up and take a sip of water. We're not standing though. Okay, so the next exercise is going to be another abdominal. Okay, you're going to put your hands behind your head. You're going to bicycle your leg, so that's elbow to knee. You're going to take both legs together into psoas, and then you're going to bring the other knee into the elbow. Maddox, out of the way. Okay, and let's just try alternating leg to leg. So you do 4 on each side. So we're going to do 8 total. The most important part of this is when you're fully extended, you're in that psoas position. Okay, let's go ahead and start. So I'm starting on my left. I extend right. I extend left. I extend right. I extend left. I extend right. I extend. Let's do 3 more. Extend. 2 more. Extend. 1. Extend. Pull your knees in. Okay. Let's go ahead and start at the beginning. This set, we're going to do weights, except for the abdominals. So let's start with 10 straight-legged sit-ups, 10 bent knee sit-ups. Okay, so straight leg. roll. My dogs want to go out so bad. 2, you're going to have to wait. 3. Go read a book, you two. 4. 5. And when you'll find when you've used your abdominals in different ways, when you go back to a basic abdominal exercise, you really feel the abdominals have been worked. 2 more with a straight leg. Okay, now go to a bent. Everybody's got their screens off them. That's okay. Wait till we get back to class. I'll be able to run around the room and poke you again. That's 3. Don't forget to breathe. I called Lois yesterday to reschedule my dogs because right around April 15th, I'll be all vaccinated myself. Two more. And 1. Beautiful. Lie right on your mat. Now, remember what I said for inner thigh. I don't tend to do weights, but if you want to, and I'm not encouraging a heavy weight, you could put a light weight on the inner thigh. You want to make sure, though, your belly's not all crunched. Get your posture up really well and lift. Usually, though, you know, people really, your inner leg needs to be strong, but it also is an area where, you know, we tend to hold extra weight. Some people are more inner thigh, some people hold it more outer thigh. So again, when you're toning, you want to tone the inner thigh with a lighter weight. But if you're concerned about the weight gain, which COVID, you know, COVID's like college, COVID 15, COVID 20, right? You have to do a total kind of workout to shed your weight off. And most of you at our age know as your weight goes off, you could almost say what areas it's going to come off of first. Okay, go ahead and switch to your other side, meaning we're not new to this. You know, starvation diets don't work, particularly as you get older. Boy, I remember when I was 18, you know, if I wanted to get in that dress at the end of the week, you just had to cut back a little bit and you'd lose like 5 pounds in a week. My God, now it's like that last 5 pounds is always that demon. My go-to weight loss, and it's particularly easy for me in the spring, summertime, is to just get all those starchy whites, white food, drink more water, you know, make sure you're getting a nice rounded meal with your proteins and your fats, veggies, little bit of fruit. Okay, right, and down. Then we're going to go ahead and stand up, and this is where you can start adding weights. Okay, if you want a little sip of water, it's amazing. You start drinking water, your body will immediately let you know how dehydrated you were by kicking in on that whole kind of thirst feeling. Okay, so we're going to do inner thigh. So you don't have to go super heavy weights. Okay, my standard is a 3 or 5. Okay, you can hold your weights up And what you're gonna go down, keep your chest up. You're gonna go wide, get those heels turned in a little bit, get those long legs wide. Make sure when you come and stand up, you're pulling up all the way around your core from your butt, all the way through your abs. So it's as though you're trying to lift those weights on your shoulders up to the higher shelf in the closet, okay? Don't forget to breathe. Belly in, butt tight, squeeze that big round ball. So I'm trying to get a nice rounded leg workout in. Yep. Let's go. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. So the next exercise, remember, our legs are going to be about shoulders width. Okay, I'm going to turn to the side because the weights will be on your shoulders or up near your shoulders. Belly is lifted tall. Lift up through your feet. Okay, so you're going to do a squat, come up, and then a back lunge. Come up. Alternate. Up, back, up. That's 1. Okay. That's 2. And what I do is every time I stand tall, I'm squeezing my butt, I'm lifting tall through my belly, which will also help me keep my shoulders nice and tall. Squat, up, lunge, up, squat, up, lunge, up. Nice deep breath. Get outside today. Get some nice, good spring air into the lungs. Up. That's it. Let's do 3 more. Squat. Lunge. So 3 more actually means 3 full rounds, meaning that's 1. Okay. Now we're doing 2 squat, other leg, squat. We have 2 more. So back, squat, back, squat, and 1 really good one. Keep the head tall. Keep the belly lifted. That's it. It's different with weights. Okay, now I want you to get a little sip of water. It's different with weights, isn't it? Put your weights on your mat. If you're going to use weights. Okay. If you want a little sip of water, go ahead. By the way, it's my I do a little screenshot because it helps me tell them who was in class because I have a terrible memory. Okay, so more omegas in my life. All right, so remember, if you can, my hands are on my weights. Okay, remember the legs are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, back, lift, lift. We're not turning to the side yet. We're just doing a lift. Okay, let's try 8 of them. Okay, it's going to be different with weights. Okay, and always make sure you're coming back and getting those shoulders over your arms. When you get tired, this is what happens. So get them over. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back, lift. That's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and lift. Tighten that butt. Get your arms back over the weights and lift. You can spread your legs a little bit for balance. And up, up. 4 more. And up, up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and up, up, and 1, 2 more, and lift, lift. 1 really good one, and 1, up. Okay, come down. I'm going to alternate with our spine down stretch, hands under the butt, into the shoulder, straight, center, other shoulder, 1. 2. 3. We're going to 8. 4. 'If you can't do these, try just a good old spine down stretch. Okay? We're at 6. Don't forget to breathe. 7. 1 more really goodie. Come on, everybody. And 8. Pull in. Nice little sip. Put your weights back on the mat. Now, remember, you know, if you have 2 sets of weights, some of you might want to go with your lighter set. It's totally up to you. So remember, the way we're doing this one, squat. Even if your squat's higher and you have to put your elbows at your knees, because we're building. I don't expect you to be perfect, right? So we're going to do 8. Let's try, if you want, you can hop all 8, but try a very other one, or you can walk out the legs, whatever you want to do. But ultimately, the goal would be a squat, hands on the weight, hop out, 1 arm, put it down, hop in, here, hands on the weights, hop out the other side, okay? Hop in, all right? Let's try 8 of those, all right? You ready? Everybody's looking at me. All right, ready? Set, go. So it's hop, lift, down, hop, up, hop, lift the other side, hop, okay, hop, lift, down, hop, to here, hop, up. Don't forget to breathe. You know, when I'm talking it through, that helps me to breathe. But when you're in your house by yourself, you know, you got to convince yourself to breathe. Let's do 2 more. Okay. Lift. And that means 2 full sets. So we got 1 last full set. Here's half of it. Come in, up, the other half, lift. Good. Get your weights off the mat. Last set of abdominals, which was the bicycle leg to the spine down stretch. Bicycle leg, one side, and then you stretch your legs out. Now, remember, your legs stretch out at the level where you can keep your back flat. So let's do it. So I start with my knees in, my head back, my chin tucked, okay? My hands go behind my head. I extend one leg and touch my elbow to the other. And then I go and extend the other leg out to it. And while I keep that first leg now straight, I bicycle in the other leg and I stretch out to it. So there you go. Don't forget to breathe. That's good. There's 3. We're going to 8. Here's 5. 7. Last one. And in. They get a little sloppy at the end. Take a sip of water. Okay. And I want you to sit up with your weights close by. Is that too high? Okay. So sometimes sitting, or it should be all the time, when you sit, you're dropping your legs out. A lot of times we don't even realize when we're doing upper body exercises how our legs help us. Okay, how our legs help us not only with balance, but our quads and our butts are super strong. Okay, so I want you to do an exercise that I tend to find a lot of people are a little weak at, and that is a shoulder press. We're going to do shoulder to chest because I like the break that chest offers. Okay, so the back has to be tall. It's almost like you feel your spine has a rod in it. Straight up and down, belly has to be lifted, but my legs are fairly relaxed. You're going to reach, and then from here, from the cactus arms, you're going to touch your elbows. Okay, reach, that's 2. I think we could go to 15. 3. Pull that belly in. Try not to arch your back. You will arch if you get too tired on this. I'd rather you put the weights down and try and do good form without to create muscle memory. Breathe. 10, 11, 12, come on, 13, 14, where's your belly? And 15, put your weights down. Take a nice deep breath, pull that arm across, pull it across, okay? Clasp your hands behind, drop your head and pull your arms up. Take a nice deep breath, pull your arm to one side, then the other. Okay, you're gonna take one weight. We're gonna stay sitting. And another exercise I love in the arms is tricep. So we're gonna try and keep our head tall. We're gonna I started with my other hand pulling at my leg because I wanna make sure my abs are pulled in. Once they're pulled in and secure, that arm goes here. And then we drop to the upper back and lift. Get your chin off your chest a little bit, but don't, keep it neutral. Don't look up because that's going to throw that arc in the back. Keep up. Now, if you get tired on this one, right? So we're going to go to 12. What you're going to do instead of getting rid of the weight, you're just going to put your hand under your wrist and help. Just a little bit. Help. Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, let's go ahead and see if our other arms in the same shape. Take a nice deep breath. I lift my arm up. I keep my lower arm on my leg to get my abdomen. I'm going to see where my arm is now. Get it close to the head, but without tipping your head to it. Head is tall. Okay, now go ahead. 1. You can take your other hand, even rest it on your lap if you want. As long as that elbow is nice and tall. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Perfect. Take your weights down. Now, since you're in that cross-legged position, first take a sip. Okay. I'm so happy that we have been working on getting up and down off the mats because my husband's not here. Gary, don't tell him. But I saw him get up off the ground the other day and I thought, what the heck? Why can't you get up easier than that? And then I had my contractor here and he's like 10 years older than my husband. And he popped right up off the ground. I said, wow, Ken, you do that so well. And he said, because I practice it all the time. Okay, so there's some good information. Okay, so we're in a cross-legged position. Notice what foot is in front, right? It's all about practice. If you practice, then when you need to do it, you won't get stuck between the table and the couch like my mother-in-law did. Don't tell her that. Should be proud you were all exercising though. Bend at the waist, pull your belly in, reach forward. Every time I remind her of that too, it reminds her to go back to her aqua class, which she loves. Okay. Forward, pulse. Nice full deep breath, right? All of us that have been exercising through COVID, you will come out at the other end of this so happy that you did it. Not only is it good for the body, but it's good for the brain. Those endorphins really, I know for me, helped get me through. It was a combination of exercise and my dogs that really get me through this. Okay, you're going to reach your head now over your foot, and it could be a dog, it could be a cat, it could be your goldfish, it could, like I told you, I was at this house looking at the bird feeder out the window. I tell you, to actually have the time to sit there and watch the birds have their little quarrel at the bird feeder was so much fun. Okay, now walk your hands over the other side. See how that feels, maybe in your low back. Keep your buttocks down on the ground. Sometimes it wants to lift. That's because you're tight in that deep low back above your belt line. Okay, now come on up. Now, look at your feet. Remember which one's in front. Straighten them out, shake them out, and then switch them so the other leg's in front. Okay, the other leg's in front. And then we're going to go forward, right? Yep, and we're just going to gently pulse, feel where the tightness is, breathe through it. Now, I've told you this before, I like to do a gentle pulse. Okay, because that, for like us, we're not professional dancers. You know, we are asking our muscles, listen, I was pushing boxes, lifting stuff the other day. My back's a little tight today. So I want to say gently, I want to bring it back and say, okay, I worked you hard the other day. Let's get you back to long and lengthened. Now you're going to reach your head and your hands over towards your foot that's in front. Okay. And I want you to reach the hand so that you feel it in your deep low back area. Okay, so reach that hand over, give it a nice pulse, try and keep your buttocks on the ground. Breathe into the area where you feel the tightness. Okay, and then walk to the other side. Right. Gently. Nice full deep breaths. Okay, now take your legs out in front and shake them. Now, I'm going to put my legs out in front. I'm going to slightly bend my knees. They don't have to be super straight right now because what I want to do is to get a little lift through the front of my body. So I'm going to take my arms behind me. The first thing I'm going to do is take my shoulders and bring them back. The next thing I'm going to do is close my jaw and lift my chin. And then the next thing I'm going to do is though I came around and pushed all of you right between your shoulder blades. I want you to take a nice deep breath and really squeeze your shoulder blades together, but spread your chest open. And I want you to fill your lungs to the front of your chest. Again, lift that chin up. And one more time. Okay, how many of you have a block or a pillow close by? So the next thing, I want you to take that block or a pillow. If it's a pillow, like just a throw pillow from the couch or from your bed, fold it in half. And I want you to just take it, and it's going to go between your shoulder blades, and you're going to lie down, and you're going to let your head tip so that the crown of your head is resting. That's going to really open up your throat. If you feel uncomfortable, tuck another pillow, or if you have those padded weight dumbbells, just stick a dumbbell under your head. That'll raise up your head a little bit. But what I want you to do is take your hands. You could bend your knees and put your feet on the mat. And I want you to open your arms in a V position above your head. And I want you to reach and see if you can get the back of your hands to touch. You may notice one touches, the other one doesn't. And you can even rock yourself side to side and keep reaching through your fingers until eventually maybe both of your hands, your arms let go. And now that you have this nice big chest stretch, that's coming from the pectoral. I want you again to take a nice big breath, filling up those powerful lungs. You're exercising your lungs right now. You're really filling and expanding, and then you exhale. And then the next time you fill and expand, try and go another half an inch. A half an inch in your lungs is a big deal. So really expand. And then one more, give it that. Perfect. Okay, now you're going to roll off. You're going to take your dumbbell, your block, and you're going to tuck it underneath your butt. And then you're going to take your legs and you're going to let your legs go out long so you can see what my block is doing. It's kind of making my hips arc up a little bit. And really what I want it at the point under my butt. You might have to adjust. So when your legs are out long, you almost feel a gentle stretch. Some will feel it stronger than others. right through your groin area. And then I want you to lift your arms over your head and reach. I want you to reach your heels as far as you can. And then with your right leg staying down and your heel pressed to the ground, I want you to pull your left leg in, but really press the right heel down and see if it encourages a little extra stretch through the groin area on the right. Okay, and then extend the arms over the head, extend the left leg out, reach the heel and pull the right knee in and see if that it gives you a little extra stretch through the groin. Okay, one leg out, one leg in, and then extend everything long again. Let's do that stretch one more time. Extend. And while you're in it, really extending, get that long leg heel on the ground. And then reach your hands over your head again. And then extend. And down. Okay, take the block out from underneath. All right. Does everybody have their strap? You have a strap close by? Let's get those hamstrings stretched out. So I'm just grabbing my strap. Okay. You can always take an extra sip while you're waiting. So one of my favorite things this winter, my husband loves to have a nice fire going in the fireplace. And I lay down on the floor there in front of the fire, always keeping a little basket with the balls and my strap close by so that I can get a nice stretch. So I'm going to start on this with the strap under my foot. I'm going to try and relax my elbows on the floor. I don't want a big pull. And then I'm going to take my leg that's in the strap. I'm going to push it straight. My foot is flat up above. Okay. And I'm pushing my knee. I am pushing it straight. Am I hyperextending? No, but I like it straight. The reason being your upper and lower legs connect and they hop over the knee joint. So if you leave it too bent, you're not going to get all those little fibers. And then you're going to take your other leg and you're going to drop it down flat. And then just pulse as you point and flex the toes over the head. And take nice, deep, full breaths. Yep. You're going to hold on to that strap with the same hand of the leg that's up. You're going to open it to the side. Okay. And knock everything over in the room. You're going to reach your other hand up. You're going to really open up wide. Look at the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath. Take the leg up. Hand the strap to the other hand. As you let that leg go over to the other side, let your lower leg drop to the baby toe. Reach it all the way over. Get a nice stretch. Reach your hand that's not working over your head. And really get a nice twisting stretch. Lengthen through your belly. Get your belly to work. Lengthen through your head. Tuck your chin. Reach through your leg. And then release it. Go ahead and switch. Again, these exercises I've done with you so many times. You know, so when you're hanging out and you have a little time on your own at night, it's so good, even for your sleeping, to get a little extra stretch before you go to bed so those muscles don't cramp up. Okay, and then open up the leg. I also take a little magnesium. If you have crampy muscles, make sure you're really well hydrated, but also to stretch out. Nice full deep breath. And then take the opposite arm, grab the strap, let your baby toe of your straight leg drop to the floor. Take that leg all the way over, look at the ceiling, stretch out in every direction, lift through your belly. Nice full deep breath, everybody. And release it. Go ahead and roll yourself up. Grab your water and see where you're at. I'm almost at the bottom of mine. Take a nice big gulp and finish off. I want to hear those straws at the bottom. Take a nice deep breath. Okay. Yay, it's Thursday. It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend, beautiful couple days. Like, I've been talking to people. There's some people that are so in a habit of not going out. Even if you just have to walk around your house, get outside into the fresh air. It is so beautiful. And I'm wishing all of you soon that we're all vaccinated. I really keep thinking by the end of April that we're going to be back in the classroom, although I have to say it's not so bad doing it on Zoom, but I do miss seeing all of you in person. So have a great day, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Claire.
Thanks for
Claire.
coming.
Thanks,
Always
Claire.
Everybody, bye.
Take care. Bye.
Thank you.